The reality is that this world that we live in is fallen, it is sinful, it is polluted, and it is wretched. And you can go anywhere in the world and you find it. Robin and I have either lived or ministered in 8 different countries between us. And you know what? You can speak a different language, you can eat different foods, you can have different cultural things, but the heart of man is the same all over the world. No different. The testimony of all of those who have visited the nations and gone to the nations will agree with the apostles' assessment. There is no evidence whatsoever that the great mass of humanity is changing for the better. It is getting worse. Worse and worse. Folks, just watch the news, read it, whatever. You see it every day. We also know and learn that the provision of the gospel of Jesus Christ is sufficient for all. We don't need anything else. It is the power that has been tried. It has been proclaimed throughout different people groups, and we have seen the transforming power of its influence. You read throughout church history and where the gospel has gone in mass, it even changes governments. It influences governments and the laws that they pass, their customs and their habits. It raises people up. That's the power of the gospel. This gospel is suited to produce even on the wildest and most wretched of populations, a change to the glory of God. Just read the story of Jim Elliot and those dear brethren who gave their lives, and then of Nate St. Sister and Elizabeth Elliot going into that head-hunting tribe. You know what changed that tribe? It wasn't social projects. It was the power of the gospel. The very man that was there that day who participated in the murder of those missionaries now proclaims the gospel of Jesus Christ. That's the power of the gospel. If the gospel is to be proclaimed, people must be sent to the needy harvest fields. All peoples must have the opportunity to say how beautiful are the feet of him who preaches the gospel of peace. Young men and women, strong in the word and trained, must give themselves to this work and devote their lives in a labor which the apostles regarded as honorable to them, which infinite wisdom did not regard as unworthy to their task, their tears and their self-denials. Too often our young people, we train them and we teach them, you go, you pursue your dreams. Instead of, no, you pursue Christ and you obey him and you go where he sends you. That's what we need to be proclaiming. That's what we need to be proclaiming. That's what we need to be telling our young people. That's what we need to be telling ourselves. The church is to train up people for the work of the ministry, fitting them for this labor, and perform this glorious, godly, God-honoring work. Brothers and sisters, we live in a culture that tells you to pursue everything. pursue the American dream, pursue comfort, pursue riches. Something that I've endeavored, and Robin and I have endeavored to do with our kids. You pursue Christ and you be obedient to Him. And you go where He tells you to go. As Albert Barnes said, and happy that day when it can be said with literal truth that their sound has gone out into all the earth, and that as far as the sun in his daily course sheds his beams, so far the Sun of righteousness sheds also his pure and lovely rays into the abodes of human beings. The last thing that we see, and it's a warning, God did it with His own people. God did it with His own people. That God will withdraw His blessings from those nations that are disobedient and rebellious. He rejected His own people. And He will also forsake all who abuse His mercies, who become proud, luxurious, effeminate, and wicked. Wow. Folks, the judgment that is coming on our nation will be great because we've had so much light. We have been blessed beyond measure. Blessed beyond measure. With great liberty, great prosperity. Those who have been favored, live in a favored land, should remember the God of their fathers and remember from where that comes and not forget. Is it too late? I don't know. As sure as the sun rises, Dale Fazenfeld Jr. used to say, revival is possible. But folks, we don't need a revival of America. We need a revival in the church. We need a revival in us, in our hearts. So let the message continue to go forth. Let us continue to be encouraged and proclaim the gospel. Let us continue to pray. Let us continue to herald forth in public that glorious good news of Jesus Christ. And ask God to draw them to Himself. Let us be faithful and trust God to work. Amen. Brother Rick, come.